Bueno, pues lo dicho, no me bajo del atril para dar paso a nuestro querido maestro Octavian, Horia. Le damos paso porque él va a explicar cómo es un poquito el sistema educativo en Rumanía. Él viene de Timisoara, él es maestro de un centro educativo, la Escuela Gimnazialanr.
It's elementary school. The name is in Romanian, but it's elementary school from Timisoara.
Sí, es una escuela elemental, es que no me atrevo a decirlo en rumano, me da un poco de vergüenza. Entonces, bueno, es un centro educativo, él os va a decir ahora cuál es, y además es embajador de Scientix en su país, es embajador Erasmus, tiene... How many Erasmus Plus are you coordinated? 8. Está coordinando 8 proyectos Erasmus, me parece increíble.
I'm crazy, yes. It's not so easy to have so many projects, but we can do it.
Yeah, you are.
When we have a team, it's wonderful.
You are a
Without
superhero. Yeah.
Not exactly, but sometimes it's like that. Yes, thank you so much.
Él es maravilloso, entonces bueno, os va a encantar su presentación, os va a contar cómo él es embajador de Scientix en su país, como os digo, embajador de los proyectos Erasmus Plus y además, bueno, que os lo cuente él porque realmente es una maravilla, probablemente o casi seguro es una de las movilidades que vamos a hacer y bueno, pues nada, os dejamos con Octavian.
Gracias. Salome, just one moment, please. So, if I... Okay, thank you so much. Okay, buenos días. Es un honor estar aquí hoy con tantos maestros maravillosos. Thank you so much. You know, sometimes it's very hard to have a good presentation when you try to speak in another language, not in your native language. But I'm sure together we will have a good time here. And I want to show you and present something about my experience, Erasmus experience, training experience, and at the end, but at the first. It's okay? Okay. It's okay. Okay, perfect. And why not our experience with maravillosa Maria Jose. Thank you so much because you invite me here. And you, darling, thank you so much once again because it's an honor for me here and to speak about my experience, Erasmus experience, and not yet. Okay, we'll start. I want to try to talk with you together today about the STEM education. What it means STEM? STEM education now also know what it means STEM. Everybody of you, and not everybody, but maybe most of you, because STEM is a multidisciplinary approach to teaching. STEM education is a teaching approach that combines science, technology, engineering, and math. Its recent successor, STEAM, because this included arts. Also, which have the ability to expand the limits of STEM education and application according to the STEM education guide. Why the STEM is important? For the small children, sometimes we must go outside from the classroom. Sometimes we go out from the box. It's very important to be in this way. So children can learn across different environments. Why not? The STEM subjects are very, very important and interesting for the students. And it's early exposure to STEM because the subject increases passion, interest, and why not the skills for prepare for the futures. STEM activity sometimes, or maybe almost, it's very fun for the students. Interesting, motivating the children because they are hands-on. Some words about the curriculum in Romania. In primary school, the curriculum is integrated with the subject of study. Mathematics and natural science, grade 1 and 2, and science grade 3 and 4. Something about our primary school, how we learn in primary school, something in this way, it's the STEM education. STEM education focuses on the introductory level STEM courses, standards-based, structured inquiry-based and real-world problem-based learning. And the goal to pick students' interest to them waiting to pass the courses, not because they have to do this. And the last, there is also an emphasis placed on bringing in school and out of school STEM learning opportunity, how I told you before. Some subjects in primary school. Of course, you know also. Life science, plant, animals reaction, characteristic of living things, basic needs, water, air, food, a lot of, example of reaction of a plant. Why not? We can discuss about the astronomy. We can discuss about the magnetism. So the physical science and, body propriety and propriety of body's shape and color, state of aggregation, solid, liquid, gas, property of some metals uses, why not? Gravitational and magnetics. And of course, we can talk about Earth, living environment, Earth in a living environment, air, water, water source types, uses, soil and substrate, natural resource, etc. My experience, how Salome told you before, in Erasmus projects, it's a long story here because I start and I'm beginning with the Comenius project with many years ago. And after we had Erasmus project in our school. In this moment we have 8. It's too much sometimes, but not impossible. In this way, all my school, especially the teacher, of course, and the students too, can discover all the Europe, can discover the system, different system of education in all the Europe. The parents, in this moment, all the parents ask, when is the next mobility? I think in every month we have a mobility. It's hard like that. So I encourage to approach the Erasmus program because it's a chance for you, for your school too. So we had 8 project as a coordinator of secondary school, TakeIonescu from Timisoara, 1 project as coordinator of the Association of Primary School Teachers from Banat, 1 project for secondary school, Sant Andrei, and 2 individual mobility. Oops. I want to tell you something about my experience in the conference. Of course, this is the best one, really, to be here. But I want to tell you about the STEM conference EGU, if you know what it means EGU. EGU, it's a very big conference in every year before the pandemic period in the VIEN. It's amazing because there it's so many teachers for all over the world. We can apply for this grant to be there in this conference, and if you are accepted, they pay for you the money for the travel and subsistence. You can try. We can discuss after about this subject. So before the pandemic period, it was the last time when I go there. First time I was invited about ESA education. You know what it means ESA education. We will discuss about ESA at the end of the presentation. And after, in every year, I go because the Vienna is very close of Timisoara. So it was a pleasure, it is a pleasure this year to be again here, there in Vienna, and to have sorry for my, sometimes, you know, in English I tell you, it's hard. It will be great this year to be again there, because I will have a good presentation again about the Balkans, about the solar system, and again, we can talk about the STEM education. Some STEM activity in my school. Yes, I try with my students to, how I told you before, to go outside from the school for many, many times when it's possible. So I decided to be engineering for one day with my small students, and we go outside from the class to discover how it was building, how it was construction, sorry, the big building in the big mall in Timisoara. It was a good and interesting experience, sorry, for my students. So if it's possible, I can open the video. How I told you, the students learned about the construction trade stage of building construction, machinery, tools needed, and one architect and one engineering explained life on the building site. Really, it was a very, very good experience for all of us. Thank you. It's enough, I think, because I know the time it's so expensive sometimes. Okay, where we go. After we will coming back from this visit, we are building our homes and city without the recyclable materials. It's easy to do this. And another activity outside from our school is to Aqua Peak. Aqua Peak is a center where we can go with the children and learn about everything what happened with the water in the city. You can open the video, please. Aqua Peak is a teaching station where students learn about the water circuit, sewage, waste, water treatment plants, many things. And my students built a sewage network and practice the principle of communicating vessels. It was interesting to discover this, to have a story about what's happening with many years in the past in the city with all the conducts, the water conduct and the circuits. And again, it was a good and the best lesson outside from the box. Thank you so much. I think it's enough. Of course, I try to have, how it's possible, many activity in this way, the STEM education. And in this image, we have some photos about the electricity. Okay, one of my favorite project, Erasmus project about STEM in our school. It's green education. It's green education for a sustainable future. Our partner, we have partner from Greece, from Italy, from Turkey, Romania, of course, and France. From Greece, the partner is private high school, and from American. They have sponsor from America. It's Anatolia College, it's private college from Thessaloniki. And also from Palermo, the university from Palermo. That's really amazing experience. And as part of the project of Green Edu, has produced a teacher guide for teaching biotechnology in primary and secondary school, a student's book, lesson plan, and experiments. Science story-based learning is an effective method of teaching in primary school, and produce interactive books in which we present the experiments proposed in the teacher guide. We'll go for the next. Okay, another, it's about STEM again, but I try to make with my students a book, and if you know the how to do this in the book creator, it's very easy to use, and we have a story about the Jack and the beanstalk. That's very interesting, and in this way, again, we talk about the STEM education. Science in the kitchen could be another subject about biotechnology. And here we can discussion about the fermentation, how we can make the yogurt, why not, it's very simple. And we make a cheese, and many experiments in this way. It's very easy to do with the small students in your classroom. And it's not expensive, it's just a few things. And another project, robotics and coding. This is about robots. And again, we talk about STEM. My students here, it's in Portugal. In Portugal, the students use the Lego and make the robots and the programs. Scratch, you know Scratch. Or Mainstorm, why not? And some word about STEM and space. And if you heard about ESA education, ESA kids, okay? This is Paxi. Paxi, it's a mascot. I use in the class the Paxi because Paxi, it's an alien, yes? We can be in your classroom, and with Paxi, the students can discover everything about the astronomy, for example, the life in the space, the astronaut life, etc., etc. You can use this kind of I don't know if it's in many languages. It's in many languages, in Spanish, in Italian, it's very easy because you will tap ESA Kids and you find the Paxi. Again, about Paxi and animation and the presentation of the Paxi, it's very funny and it's very nice to discover many things about space, about STEM, and for the small students. Yes, it's important. We can Paxi will talk with the students about the Rosetta, for example, about the universe, about the system solar. And ESERO, it's European Storage Space Education Resource Office, and it's ESA Kids. We create this ESERO. ESERO is for Romania, and if you use ESA Kids, we will find also ESERO, and you have many language there, and many animation, and many experiments, lab, news, everything for the students. Okay, about ESERO again. Here we can find set of mini box in Chile fine language, information about the GATT telescope, for example, and many things about space and astrology. Okay, life in space lesson. Okay, again learning about space because I'm fascinated about space from when I was a child. Oops, sorry, I go back. Okay, and here it was one very great experience to go outside with my children and to be, for one day, an astronaut. They discover everything about the life in space, about the life of the astronaut. They have the costume like an astronaut. They have simulation about how we landed in the Mars, for example. Very, 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 very interesting, really. Here it's again a short video, if you can open. They was very, very happy to be there and to have a lesson in this way. It was amazing, really. Okay, it's enough. Thank you so much. We will go on. Again, about STEM is STEM, handmade space. We make and we create very simple Rosetta. And it was very, 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 very nice for my students after we coming back from this to make together the Rosetta and to use just the handmade and a few things. It was very easy to do it. And now it's time for our collaboration with ESIC, and Escuela Madrid. And it started with an application for an Erasmus, if you remember Maria Jose. And it was in 2019. Unfortunately, the project was approved. I was sad, really I was sad. But in one day, a small email came from Salome. He proposed us a training course of the teacher of secondary school, TakeIonescu in Timisoara. I was very, very happy to have this news. And just this was the beginning for our collaboration. Yes, it was a training teachers to teach them. It was in February 2020, before the pandemic period. STEM in primary school, discovering the magnetism, with Salome and Maria Jose. We learn everything about magnetism. We don't know never just a little about magnetism before they came in Timisoara. And my colleague was very enthusiastic about the presentation experiment on magnetic field, magnetism, everything. You can see the face of my colleagues. It's some photos from this training at Timisoara. We had around 30 teachers there in this training from my school. It's not only from my school. At the end, all the teachers got a certificate, and they was very happy to have a certificate, international certificate, Erasmus certificate. And what will the next? I don't know, but I know. Yes, I know. Because we wish in the future to have a very close collaboration with CSIC and Escuela Madrid from teacher training in STEM teaching with varied and interesting topics. Why not the job shadowing collaboration where specialists from SIC in Escuela Madrid teach STEM subject to our students, but not only in the primary, why not for the secondary, if it's possible, secondary level. And could be an Erasmus project, why not, in which we're partners. Thank you once again, because I'm here today. And thank you, all of you, because listen to me. And sorry for my English. Thank you so much.
¿Alguna pregunta que queréis hacerle?
So I want to say you that your English is perfect. Okay. So I think your English is perfect, and the presentation was perfect because I think all of you could understand you. So good job, and I want you to come back again and show us about magnetism because I think you can do it perfect. Okay.
Thank you so much. ¿Una cosilla más?
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much.
¿Quieres comentar algo?
For your wonderful presentation. Yeah, and for your long trajectory in this STEAM business of ours.
It's a very interesting. Sorry. Once again, thank you so much for this wonderful experience. Yes, my English is not so better. I am a French teacher. I don't tell you before that. I'm a French teacher. And also, I spoke some language, but unfortunately, my Spanish, it's not so good. So I spoke German, I spoke Serbian, because I am half Serbian, yes. English, a little bit. French, I like a lot. And yes, I'm not polyglot, Romanian, but a small polyglot. Yes. Thank you so much once again for all of you, and I wish you all the best. Don't forget, to be a teacher, it's an honor. It's an honor for all of you. To be a teacher, it's amazing for all of you. So be a teacher, because it's the best job in the world. Thank you so much.
Thank you.